everybody, and thanks for tuning in to part 2 of our Halloween series for the Paper Bag Club. With me as always, Aliyes Dell, and our guests tonight will be Marley DeMarco and Casey Allerton. Casey is the one that did our face makeup today, so thank you.
Thank you. Looks great.
Today we're going to be talking about all things Halloween, spooky stories we have, and why we love the season so much.
Yes, we are also Facebook Live. For those of you live watching, hello. I can't see it. Do you have your chat up? Either of you?
Oh, what?
You have your Facebook chat up?
Yeah, I have the Facebook chat
Cool.
up.
We'll just go from there.
He says that Brandon says the chat in here literally cuts you off visibly. I didn't see you on Facebook Live, but you're there.
Well, if you can't see me on live, check it on YouTube. I am Zombie Flash, so...
Yes, Elias is Zombie Flash. I am a Skull Day of the Dead person. Marley is Killer Frost, and Casey is Spooky Casey.
It's just Casey.
Just Casey. Just Casey today. So what's your favorite part about Halloween?
Other than the candy.
Other than the candy?
Yeah, I'd say spooky traditions. And we kind of went over that in the last episode. But I think yearly I go to at least one ghost tour.
Ghost tours. Okay, I feel you there. I always loved ghosts. Not really. I hate ghosts. I hate spirits and demons. Anything supernatural. That's like the one thing that scares me the most in life. Like dolls that come to life.
Yeah, I've been to a couple of ghost tours, mostly in this Beaufort, Savannah area, since it's very historic and very haunted.
Very haunted.
Very.
Yeah. Have you ever had any personal experiences with something that was like unexplained or seemed paranormal?
When I was a kid, I had a time where I was watching a swing set swinging by itself in the night.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Nope. Were there other swings not swinging next to it? Oh, even worse.
Yeah.
That means there was a dead kid there.
Yeah.
Or kid spirit.
Well, they did rebuild that park that year.
Oh, yeah.
Destroyed it and then built it back up.
So like this one ghost kid, he won't stop
can't get rid of
swinging. We just gotta tear down the whole thing.
There's this other time I went on a ghost tour in Savannah, and I forget where or what it was exactly, but one of the locations we went to was an abandoned school. Mm-hmm. And when you like close the door and get there at like 10 or whatever at night, it is like pitch black.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. And they're like, okay, everybody sit in a seat and just sit there for 10 minutes silently. And
was something spooky supposed to happen after 10 minutes?
I'm sure you felt a spirit on your shoulder or something.
After 10 exactly, that there is a spirit sitting on your shoulder.
Yeah, I didn't experience anything that time, but I'm pretty sure almost every ghost tour my mom's been on, she's captured an orb.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Orbs are real.
There's the picture of my mom, or the picture my mom took by the park that we went to. You were there too? Question mark, right?
The Beaufort
when we went to Savannah. When we went, and I was like, oh, this is the park that my mom saw the thing.
Okay, I do remember you telling me that.
Okay, yes.
Park, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yes.
Because my mom and I were on a ghost tour, and so we were talking on camera.
Just talk to us.
Yeah, talk to us.
But if you see it, just say hi.
Everyone's behind the camera.
Yeah. My mom was on the ghost tour with me, and she was taking pictures and random stuff, and there's nobody in the park, and so she kind of lingered after and wanted to take pictures because the camera usually picks up stuff that you don't see. Mm-hmm. And she ended up looking back through her pictures, and there was just a man standing there in like full on military, like time correct.
She caught this in a picture?
Yeah, I wish I would have thought to have her send it to me.
No, send it and we'll put it in post.
Yeah, I can try to have her find it. But yeah, she found it, and she was like, I know for a fact, like, she double checked that there's nobody around her.
Even if there was, what the hell?
Right.
Why are you here dressed like that?
Right.
What time of day was this?
It was at night. It was really dark outside.
Still, either way, you're right. Have you ever had any supernatural experiences?
I believe I have. I've had a lot of experiences. There was actually a battle in the neighborhood I grew up in before it was like built, and like right outside the neighborhood there's like a plaque that talks about the battle that was there. I always felt like something kind of weird and spooky going on, or felt like someone always like watching, you know. And I used to play in the woods next to my house too, and I always kind of got that eerie feeling as well. But we used to get babysat by me and my siblings. We used to get babysat by one of my mom's, I'm pretty sure it was my mom's good friend, and their house was haunted by like a friendly spirit, but no spirit's friendly for me.
Yeah.
It's like, go about your business, pass on or something, but the spirit would supposedly stand at the foot of their children's bed and like watch them and like turn candles off and then relight them. Yeah, I try to stay away as much as possible. It's like cool. I like watching the movies of it because that always creeps me out. And I said that's one of the only things that like really creep me out when it comes to like dealing with it with real life. I'm like, I'm out. I'm not going anywhere.
Yeah, my brother had a imaginary friend growing up, and I think we talked about it a couple days ago.
On Facebook Live, I think.
I think it was, yeah. And you know, with a kid, and all these scary movies too, it's always a kid who is seeing these things.
Yeah, always.
Not often.
They're like a tune.
Adult. Yeah. So he had an imaginary friend called Yo-Yo.
That sounds
Which
like
could
a
be a very creative, imagination of his, or it could be a demonic essence who killed people with yo-yos.
Yeah, I think the second one. What about you, Case? You ever had an experience with like the supernatural?
Don't ask me that here. I'm a token skeptic.
That's the whole point of this episode.
So thanks for tuning in. Yeah, if
All the
those of
lights
you-
turn off.
That's it. We tried having a fog machine for this episode, but the alarm went off and it was a mess.
Yeah, I only hit the button once. It's
So-
game over.
Hopefully you enjoy our Halloween decoration. We got some treats on the table and my computer keeps going off. And a nice little backdrop.
Baby Duncan. Okay, so Brandon just talked about Baby Duncan in the chat. I think, I don't know if I told this story last episode about when we went to the Old Sheldon Church or if I had the conversation with y'all last time. We were just all hanging out. But one day we were in high school, we used to go ghost hunting all the time. I'm glad you brought this up, Brandon. But all my friends went to the away game I was playing, and they would always go and see me play. And I ended up leaving with them instead of riding the bus back. It was Friday the 13th. We passed Elm Street, and I remember we were playing against Wade Hampton, which we were talking about earlier today. And so they pick me up, or they come to see the game. I leave with them, and they're like, "Hey, you want to go stop by the Old Sheldon Church, which is a haunted church in the town we live in?" And I'm like, "Okay, let's do it." This is what we was doing. I'm still in my whole uniform, cleats and everything. So we go there, and we're searching for like the ghosts that we always try to do every time. But it's pitch black outside. They have no lights on. We have all of our flashlights and gear. And so the church was burned down twice. And supposedly a mother and her child were burned alive in the church in one of the burnings. And so now the mother roams the site looking for her baby, who also perished in the fire. And supposedly whenever you find the baby's grave, the mother comes out, like spooks you or whatever.
Yeah.
And so we get there and we're already feeling kind of weird. We think we hear a woman crying, and then we're looking for the grave. And we're looking and I want to say that Brandon was kind of like, "Hey, I'm just kind of done with this. Like, we don't ever see anything, whatever." And he stops. He feels weird, and he looks down, and there's this little placard on the ground that just says "Baby Duncan." And then we swear to God, we hear a woman like scream.
Yeah.
And then we booked it right. And me, I just got done playing a game. Like, I'm seasoned. I'm ready for this.
Ready.
Take off. I'm in my cleats and everything. And I remember Brandon like saying, wait up, don't leave me." And then I stop, and he passed me, and I start running again. And we're running towards the exit, and where we thought the exit was not there, and it was just a fence. And we were like, "Oh, this ghost trapped us in." So we finally see the exit all the way down, like way further than we thought we were. And we run towards the exit, and one of our friends, Joey, literally we see him run out the exit, and they have like a ramp for wheelchairs, and he slides down the ramp and into the road, and the bus I was supposed to be on leaving literally zooms right in front of him, almost hitting him.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it was an intense night. It was a real intense night. Brandon says, "Scariest night of my life, literally left me." I wasn't playing any games, I was getting out.
Yeah.
That was the goal. I said, I don't mess with that stuff. I was done for. But that was a pretty scary time.
Yeah, I don't think I have had any experiences that bad, but do you have any favorite scary movies in that paranormal universe?
Insidious always scared the crap out of me. The Conjuring was scary. So anything with ghosts or demons, The Exorcist was one of the first scary movies I saw by myself. I remember having it on VHS, and I asked my dad if I could watch it, and he goes, "Okay." And I had this little TV in my room that had a little VHS player in it. And we start the movie, and I'm sitting down on my bunk bed, and I have like a tent almost made. My dad's sitting down too, and the movie starts. He goes, okay, I'll see you. I'm like, wait, he goes, yeah, you gotta watch it by yourself. That's the only way to do it. So me thinking, oh, I'm bad, I could do this. I watched it by myself, had nightmares for like a week.
Oh, wow.
A week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Marley, do you believe in the supernatural? Not the show?
Yes and yes.
Yes.
Do you have any experiences you'd like to share tonight among the other demons in the apartment?
I mean, I haven't really had to experience anything. It's more family members. That,
Yeah. Any good family member stories you care to share?
I mean, I told you about the picture that my mom just saw, but she also, so my family's religious, as you know, and my mom was little and she was walking home from school or walking home from a friend's house. She was in the like neighborhood, and she heard like it was pitch dark, like it was black, nobody was around, there were no cars in sight. And then she heard out of nowhere, like, Amy, get out of the road.
Yep.
And then, yeah, like, there was no one around. And she heard Amy, get out of the road. So she, like, listened, because it was, like, a gentle voice. It wasn't
Grandma
anything
Joe?
scary. It wasn't anything scary. It was a very calm voice. And then she stepped up to the road. Not even a second later, a car zoomed past with its headlights. And,
Guardian angel.
yeah, for real.
Guardian angels.
So-
Yeah, speaking of that, I don't know if my mother's still watching. My mom actually just commented saying, hi, spooky stories to tell in the dark. My mom would tell me this story growing up, how her family, I don't know who it was in her family, used to say that she had a blue lady that would like follow her around, right? Again, that spooks the crap out of me. No ghost better be following me around.
Yeah.
No guardian angel, you better let me live my life. But that always kind of creeped me out. And in my head, I'm like, man, what if that gets passed down? And I just have like, I've never seen a blue lady around me.
I never saw Yo-Yo.
Yeah, true.
It's a generational
True.
thing, I guess. Skips a
But you know, that always just like kind of just it says set with me wrong that there was always like this entity that someone in her family would always kind of like feel or see around her. She also would tell me a story about how she had a dog that passed away and it like kept its leash with collar and everything, and it would like move around on its own. And I'm like, man, I love my dogs. And whenever my dogs do pass away, I'm gonna be so sad. Rest in peace, son. Do not come back. You need to be chasing squirrels in heaven, because you better not be sticking around to mess with me. I don't play that.
So like Pet Cemetery?
Oh, hell no.
I did have a series of nightmares about a chihuahua after I found a dog's jawbone outside of our house.
I was
So
thinking
there's
Taco
that, I
Bell.
guess.
Yeah.
That, yeah, legitimately looked like the Taco Bell chihuahua. I did not like them for
Yeah.
years.
Yo quiero haunted
So you want some
Casey.
Taco Bell? No, I'm good. Let's go somewhere else.
Yeah, my mom commented saying, the blue angel follows me. She hangs out on my left side. My mother's left-handed also.
Wait.
Right? That's what she just said. And then she said it was a steel chain that her dog used to wear that would move around.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Right. I hope she got some brujas to bless her. So this is over.
So why is it so smoky in here? That's just the sage or whatever it is. We need to
Right, the
cleanse.
sage.
We need to get some paranormal ghost hunting equipment.
I think we might have everything we need. We got a nice camera. We got a really nice recorder that will pick up some whispers.
Some dead spirits.
This is not live ones. Not live spirits. Yeah, so those stories always kind of like creep me out. But speaking of imaginary friends, my brother had a really good friend growing up, and his uncle had like an imaginary demon friend. And they told me the story when I was probably like a junior in high school or something, and it creeped me out for like a month. And I can't remember the spirit's name, and I hope he's not watching and comments it, because last time I remembered his name, like they told me the story, I was freaked out for like a month, and then I forgot about it. And like a year later, I'm like laying in bed, and his name just like pops in my head out of nowhere, and I was like petrified. They're telling me stories about how one day this uncle was getting super angry, and he was getting blamed for something he didn't do, and he was saying, hey, it's this guy, like it's a spirit doing it. And they're like, man, you crazy. And then out of nowhere, a knife gets thrown from out of nowhere and sticks right into the wall, but it wasn't him that did it, right? I'm like, what? And then one day he got really drunk and ended up going out to the cemetery, right? And kept saying that whatever this spirit's name was had brought him out there, and they had to like wrestle him down to get him back home and everything. So I'm like, oh man. I know it starts with an R, and that's all I want to remember about it. I don't want to remember anything more. But
2 a.m. You're gonna remember.
I hope not. So last time I remember, it was like a year after they told me the story. I'm like laying in bed, and I'm just like, I couldn't even move. It's like this demon was looking at me, and I just was like petrified in my own bed. Like, what is going on?
My friend used to have sleep paralysis a lot. And so she would have these like terrifying nightmares, and there would be like a man or a child next to her, or both sometimes. And then she like literally couldn't move, couldn't breathe, felt like somebody was sitting on her chest, and like could not wake up. And then she'd wake up with like claw marks and stuff.
Yeah,
You know, I got some marks on my shoulder right
I
here.
remember that.
You remember that? A while ago, I went to the doctor.
And they said you possess something.
It wasn't about that. It wasn't about that. Were they triangle? I think they were just like just red marks. They might have
There
been
was some on your
I think
arm
they were
that looked like
shaped.
somebody was in fishnets. And
Yeah, well, it was. No, it was intense. So I went to the doctor about some other things. So I'm like, hey, will you check this out too? Because this is kind of like weirding me out. Like, I don't know what it's from. They just appeared. And I just saw them again the other day. They were on one of my shoulders.
Spooky season.
And spooky season. And the doctor was like, it just looks like I was like putting stress on the scanner muscle. And you know, whenever there's truck day or something,
Yeah.
I would put like the
On
big
your shoulders.
50-pound bags worth of stuff on my shoulder. So I'm like, maybe I want to believe that
Maybe.
that's it. I just did truck the other day. So in my head, I'm like, that could be it, right? Because here it is again, and I just did truck. But it really creeped the crap out of me. Because it's not like scratches. It's not like my skin's broken. They're just red marks.
it's just a ghost and stick and poke tattoos.
Yeah.
Oh, well, they gotta do a better job. They gotta. If I'm getting a free tattoo from the underworld,
I mean,
They
didn't
better
you
look
have
cool.
it in like a perfect pyramid shape at one point on your arm?
yeah, I do remember that on my arm. And my mom asked who did my face paint. Casey did my face paint. And Casey did Elias' face paint. Elias is Zombie Flash.
I don't think you can see me because of the comments or whatever, but
Oh, true. You can't see Elias, but he's right there. Elias is right
we're
there.
over here.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm
on the other
zombie.
side of the comments. You want to see what you look like? You don't look like anything. Yeah, just comments. All
That's
up down your face. But Casey did a really good job. She showed me a couple
Yeah,
pictures, and I picked one,
A little.
and she ended up doing all this to me. So I'm really happy with the quality of
That's
work.
a
At least.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be fun taking it off.
Yeah, you
Probably for you more
know,
than
this is
me.
in my ears. So.
I make no apologies
Yeah,
for
I'm
the
gonna
way you
have
have
to
to
get a lot of-
scrub
This is why you have
shower.
significant others.
True. Like, just come
Here,
on.
sweetheart, let me get
scrub it out.
Dish soap, feeling that,
Just
and it's germs.
Headbutt some soap.
Something with alcohol.
Oh, that's fine. My mom says I can't see him. He's ghosting us, talking about you. But I didn't put that together at first. I was like,
It's a blue
my mom
spirit.
said someone's ghosting her. She's being haunted right now. But I don't think I've had like too many other like crazy supernatural things. I also had a conversation with you on our last episode with Damon
Yes.
about how me and my brother had this cassette growing up, and my mother was going to school to become a teacher, so she's really big into books and reading, and she would always love taking us to scholastic book fairs. And so a lot of the times she'd get us these like children's books that came with a cassette of like people singing the book as well. And I don't remember the book to this, but there was one cassette we had, and I'm pretty sure it was from Scholastic, and the song would go like, it would keep repeating like, we're going to the happy farm.
Mm-hmm.
And me and my brother would have habitual nightmares of this song. And like in my dream, it started off real happy, and we're like skipping to the happy farm, like, ooh, everyone's happy, and then slowly like all the farmers and everybody on the farms, like face started getting distorted and turning into like demon type
Yeah.
faces, like almost like melting, like with fangs and
You
everything.
both had the same dream?
I'm not exactly sure how he remembers, if he was, or what his nightmares were of it. I know we've had a conversation as adults about it and being like, yes, like this thing terrified me, and I'm like, I'm so glad it terrified you too. So we destroyed the tape, like with a hammer, bashed it up into pieces, and then the tape ended up reappearing. And we remember this together. Well, we ended up searching for the song. We couldn't find it anywhere. We ended up finding a song that was similar to it, but it's an adult song. It's not like X-rated, you know, it's just, this song was definitely not geared towards children. And it was very creepy itself. So we find this song, we're playing it, we're like, I don't know, then the chorus happens. and me and him were like sitting probably about as far away as me and Aliyes, and as soon as the chorus happens, we both just look up at each other and we got chills down our spine. So we ended up calling our mother to try to figure out what the heck is going on, like why do we remember this way, and why are we so scared, and how did we destroy this tape and it appear? Is it really demons? And my mom starts laughing. I mean, she's like, my poor baby is like, I'm so sorry you went through this, I never knew. And she goes, but I remember that tape being missing and buying a new one. I was like, okay, well that explains that part, but we don't know whatever happened to the tape, and again, we don't know why we can't find the song anywhere.
Yeah.
All I remember is that petrifying fear and the nightmares we'd have of that song.
And I have to find it and make your podcast intro.
Good luck. I tried everything. On that day, when we were talking about it with Damon, we found another song that was also very similar and also gave me the same chills that sounded very, very similar to it. And I sent it to my brother, and I'm like, hey, do not listen to this alone. And he read the title of it. He goes, hey, is this the real thing? I'm like, I'm not sure, because it was so long ago. I was like, but it gave me the same feeling. Yeah, I'm not sure if he ever listened to it, but I don't blame him if he did. Because when Damon played it, I was like, I said chills, like I couldn't move for a second.
Stop.
Yeah, it was creepy. It was scary. Scary.
Very much so. Are there any extremely haunted places that you know of that you'd like to visit one day? Anyone?
There's a ship.
The Queen's
Saint
ship in the...
St. Mary. I think it's St.
Yeah.
something. I want to say Queen Mary.
That's what, yeah, Queen Mary's.
I want to go to
I've
Queen Mary's. That would be really cool. I used to watch a show called Ghost Hunters, and it was about this company called Taps, and the main guys were like roto-rooter plumbers in the day, and at nighttime they'd go to all these haunted places and like film it and try to find these ghosts. They went to like all those crazy places and were like big like known places that were haunted, and then try to find and debunk things. I think my favorite part about it all was that they would rarely ever say like, hey, yeah, this is something we can't explain and it's paranormal. Most of the time they're like, look, we are men and we know how things work, so we actually figured out that this rusty ass pipe up here is over here screaming because y'all know how to clean shit. And I'm like, oh, okay, well all this makes sense now, you know. But yeah, I would love to go to that ship.
I went there when I was I think 12.
Ooh.
Yeah, and
oh, Andrew, Brandon, what the hell? He just told me that demon's name. Sorry.
Shoot fire.
Oh man.
That's rough.
It's Marco.
Back to that.
Oh.
That sounds like a demon name.
I thought it
You
started
said
with an R. Marco.
There's an
God
R in it.
damn it. And guess what? Brandon's probably with Andrew right now. He told him. Ooh.
Yeah, there's those chills.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
Yeah, so I think I went on the Queen's Mary ship when I was around 12, and I don't remember any, paranormal experiences because I actually didn't know that's what it was for.
So we're going to a ship.
Right, but I think my mom had an experience. So, did I tell you this already? Does that sound familiar? Okay, well I think the story was that we heard a knock on the door, answered it, no one's there, and these are very long halls on these ships, so if you look down one way, there's only so fast you can run. Saw nobody there, closed the door, and said that was weird, cool. Heard banging on the ceiling, because I guess they're like double deckers or whatever, and I was like, okay, that's probably just someone upstairs, cool. And then we hear banging on the window,
Ooh.
which is at the outside of the ship.
How do you get up there?
Right? A demon. They have demons, right? Okay.
It's one of those water babies.
Gravity doesn't work for demons. And so it's like just like a little, it's almost the size of a plane window,
Oh,
you know? So we kind of like lift the move the curtain and nothing.
okay.
Except an orb.
It's like, that's probably just
Right,
as
just the
scary.
face right there. But I think she saw an orb.
Yeah, those are scary too, man.
Yeah.
I've seen orbs. There's no explaining them.
Lights.
Well,
Sorry,
it wouldn't be orbs.
It doesn't work. It was paranormal. You think it goes, turns into that little ball? That's it?
It's the energy.
I mean, if vampires can turn into bats.
Come on, Allies.
That's true. Sorry, I
No,
forgot.
Use your
Yes.
noodle. Jesus.
Sorry, I just took my brain out. So that was a pretty cool experience. Yeah. I'm trying to think if there's any other places I'd like to go. I think I'd like to visit more like ghost story things. Maybe like, I know Savannah and St. Augustine probably have a lot. One thing I'm not interested in is staying overnight at an abandoned mental asylum. You know, just
Like alone?
I mean, in general.
I feel like
but-
I'd do it with somebody I
That's
trusted.
very specific.
But no, if someone's like, I'll give you $1,000 to stay the night in this place by yourself, it's not worth my mental state.
Yeah. So I mean,
I'm gonna belong in that,
yeah.
mental
Say, hey, we're
side.
locking this cage. It's just for aesthetics.
That's how they keep it going.
Yeah,
They
no.
said,
You
Taurus
get money or you
said-
stay at work.
You're right. Taurus turned demon spirit. So that's what they say
That's a
spirits are,
spirit.
right? Just like people who died there and they can't get over how they died, so they just stay there.
Yeah, or
But it's
die, or
unfinished
there's something
business.
preventing them from unfinished business, preventing them from going over, and that's just as scary, because it's like, what do you think you're gonna finish as a spirit?
Right. Turning out some lights.
It's like, I really wanted to murder a couple people before I died.
So
I
might as well.
really wanted
Revenge.
to do that. Revenge?
That's a big one. I've heard a lot about them.
I really wanted to kill this one person before I died.
Too late.
Right? And some spirits are like super old too, so it's like, who are you getting revenge on anymore? Maybe you're just stuck, just don't
Yeah.
pass it over now, you missed your opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
That's why when I die, I'm passing over. I'm like, screw all you guys, pieces. I'm not trying to stay here no more.
If you have a choice.
Ooh. Oh, true. The
So-
guy,
He's gonna just be stuck in a doll with
the
the
guy's gonna say, skirt! You're not allowed
Stuck
to
in
sit
a
with
room
us.
full of Raggedy Anns.
Yeah.
Well, all of them gonna be my girlfriends. It's the only option if I'm dead. If I'm dead, why, what's up, Raggedy Anns? You're all my girlfriends now. I'm one of y'all. But as a living person, they all can stay wherever they are.
I saw this thing once that was like a floor plan of a building and like how it changed over 100 years. And like there were ghost sightings there and people said the ghost walked through walls, but the walls weren't where they originally were. So it's like they're walking the path that the walls used to make. So honestly,
That's
ghosts
also
are just
creepy.
dumb.
It's like, there's obviously a doorway over here, spirit. Jesus, use it.
Yeah, I heard a story that that ghost like turning on lights because when they died, electricity wasn't invented.
Like, this is so much fun. Why didn't we think of this? That makes sense.
Yeah, I hear that.
Why would I leave now?
Genuinely fascinated with our world. That's how you live forever. Just
No wonder my electric bill's so high. It's like, God dang it, all these dang ghosts. Is there any place y'all want to go that's haunted?
I mean, I'll go anywhere, but I'm gonna just bum everybody out.
It's like
Fake.
spirits.
Watching Mikey though, I want to go everywhere Mikey goes. Shout out to Glade and Gore. Like,
Right.
everywhere she goes, I'm like, okay, now I need to go there.
The
because
Holiday
there's
Inn
nothing-
Express.
Oh my
in
gosh,
Salt Lake City. What
Yes.
was it?
we can go there.
You can.
We
Yeah,
can.
that's
Next year.
cool.
Imagine if the High School Musical school's haunted.
Oh.
Just take me anywhere there's a mass murder. I'll be interested enough, even if there's no ghosts.
Have y'all been to a lot of haunted places here in our hometown? That we live
I
in?
mean, technically
town.
anywhere you walk in Savannah. It's like
I mean, here in
literally
Beaufort,
anywhere.
Buford,
We went to, what is it called? The Sheldon.
Old Shaw Church.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Is it the,
No,
no, we
no,
went
no,
to.
It was the other one. What's the name?
Fort Fremont?
No.
We went there
Chapel
too.
V's.
Yes,
Chapel
there it
V's.
was.
Yeah, Chapel V's is rated one of the, if not the most haunted place in all of South Carolina.
I
It's
feel
a nice
very
place.
calm there.
You feel calm?
Well, we
I feel
haven't gone at
spooky.
night. Have you gone at night?
Sure.
Oh.
I
I think I passed by it, but I
Okay,
haven't
but
gone
not like
back.
stopped and
Yeah,
inspected
no.
or whatever. It's not a big location, but
No,
I've
it's
only
not
been there
big, but it's
during
also
the
been
day.
burned down.
Yeah.
Have you heard of the like supposed orb that's by the hanging tree?
Oh, I've
That's
heard
like
all
holding
about
the
light.
lantern and everything?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Is the Land's End light?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. I
saw
got
an
chased
article
down that road by a giant F-250. Brandon remembers that time. Brandon cried during that time.
Oh.
Yeah, so we would, that's one of our most favorite spots to go is try to see the Land's End light. So the thing to do was there's a church on the same road. You have to go to the church, knock on the church 3 times, go and sit under the hangman's tree, and then wait to see the orb. Well, one day we go to knock on the church, and as soon as we get done knocking on the church, we're like going back to the car. We're running to the car so we can go sit under the hangman's tree, and this giant F-250 pulls up. And as I'm getting in the car, I see the door open and a foot come out, and I'm like, oh no, this guy's gonna kill us.
Yeah.
Some crazy hillbilly or something out here. So I shut my door and I peel off out, and we're leaving. I was like, I'm not even worried about this light right now. And the truck does the same thing, peels off, chases us all the way down Land's End Road. I was maxing out my car. Like, it was the most traumatizing experience of my life at that time. I was like, I could hit anything. I could hit.
Yes, he can.
Elias says
Like,
the
I was
Flash
a ghost?
cannot run a ghost.
in the Speed Force.
Yeah.
Also, when you went and looked at it, it was on live, and your face was like, right on it.
That was a good scene for a
Yes, to
second.
answer
true.
the Facebook Live question, the Flash
you should
can
read.
outrun.
Continue.
He can outrun a ghost.
Mhm.
He's the fastest man alive.
Is he the fastest ghost alive, though?
When he dies in
True,
Infinite
man
Crisis, yeah.
alive, not
True.
dead.
He's the fastest being in the multiverse.
That's not what
So,
it's.
I mean, there's still. Yes,
Zombie
he can.
Flash.
Yeah, there was a zombie Flash or Black Flash that was a Death Flash that would chase him around. He
Black
outran.
Lantern Flash.
Nope, the other one.
Oh, the other one.
The regular.
The Zooms?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah. So yes, he can. Thank you for asking. That's a great question.
Yeah, it's probably the best question he's received literally since we started doing live.
Yeah.
The
Other
first
than,
time.
hey, I can't see you.
No, I mean the first live we ever did.
Yeah. So why is Halloween your favorite? Or is it your favorite? I don't think it is.
Don't listen.
Okay,
Christmas is my favorite.
that's Richard.
I'm
I think
upset.
we agree.
I'm sorry.
I said mine's really tough because
51-49.
Yes, Christmas makes me feel gleeful. It takes me back to a place I remember being a child where I didn't have a lot of worries and everything's just so happy all the time. I said, I'm that guy in his car alone listening to the Christmas radio station, singing all the songs. But as an adult, I think I can appreciate Halloween a little more because I really like spooky things. I like scary
Mhm.
things, supernatural things I can't explain. I hate it. I love it. I like being scared. It's not a lot of things scare me.
Yeah, it's hard to tell where you get.
Yeah, that guy I thought was gonna come and shoot us up. I was scared that day. I was like, oh my god, we're gonna die.
This
Very
is
exciting.
it.
My mom wants to know, is Flash faster than Superman?
Yes, he is.
Yes, he is.
Not even a question.
Not even a question. It's an answer.
So this is just now a flash Q&A. Hey,
Got
Keith-
your own panel.
Yeah, right. Let's just turn the camera. Why is Halloween your favorite holiday? Casey?
Mine?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
If you don't
Well, just I like weird, creepy things, and I feel like everybody around me just kind of catches up around this time of year.
Yeah.
It's like I like these things all the time. Everybody else just gets on my level
I said
in October.
1 month. I said I love spooky things, but only for
Kind of. It's like I have a bat tattoo, and now there are bats everywhere for the next like week and a half, and then it's back. Then it'll be Christmas, but it's fine.
Yeah.
There's bats during Christmas time, right? The
Not
decorated.
I mean,
annual Christmas bat.
They don't.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that one.
Yeah.
It's like white and
Has lights on it.
lights up.
I can appreciate other holidays. I let them
Snowy.
have their time, but this is mine.
And this has been quite a month.
Sunshine.
Yeah, I do love candy.
Yeah. But only a certain kind. Candy
Not
corn?
true. No. Canned corn is not candy. And it's not corn either.
How is it not candy?
Yeah,
Have you
sugar.
tasted candy before? Candy is delicious.
That's how you
Corn is
differentiate.
delicious.
Candy
Candy
corn
corn?
is not.
Let's just make sweet corn. That's candy corn.
No, I eat it. I'm saying that. I'm trying to get in the mind of Richard. And it's hurting.
Scary
Well,
place.
he's right. It is not corn.
Speaking of Halloween and
Listen,
scary
I'm thinking
things.
about this.
What's scary?
Your mind.
Oh, my head is scary? Like my face or my actual head?
Yes.
Like inside.
Like inside.
Oh, inside my head. Yeah, that's a scary place.
Mhm.
Oh my god. One day in my head, you'll be sipping a Modelo out of a straw too.
Now, would you consider paranormal, actually scratch that, demonic presences and ghosts to be the same thing, or is different categories?
I think they're in the same category but are different things. It's like, are semi-trucks and Corvettes in the same category? They're both vehicles. They are very different things. You know, the Corvette is a ghost and the semi-truck is a demon, you know? Demons are way more powerful than ghosts. Ghosts are just kind of like the assholes flicking on the lights, you know? Demons are the ones jumping into
Possessing,
people,
leaving
making their
marks.
heads spin all around, making them float. Poltergeist?
Mm-hmm.
You ever heard of that?
I've heard of it.
Yeah. It's like crazy demon spirits.
Still not as bad as like a demon.
No, demons are like tip top.
If I'm thinking like supernatural right
I'm
now.
like scared this door's open behind me. I'm like, there's a demon in there. That's where all the dang Raggedy Ann dolls are.
Sure. Just, compiling and combining.
They're probably all behind this wall, like listening. They're like, did he mention us again? He did.
Is it everyone a fan?
Annabelle's chilling behind us.
The real one
Yeah.
or the fake one?
The fake.
The
Oh,
real
the
fake.
fake.
Elias's real one, my fake one.
Yeah, they tried to scare me last episode, and they had a couch over here that was full of old Raggedy Ann dolls.
You hear that? Mommy's calling you old.
Yikes. Yeah.
No, I'm calling the Raggedy Ann dolls old.
There's those my mom.
Okay, doll ears and people ears are completely different.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I think by thousands.
I am genuinely scared right now. Again, you're talking about like being in my head. Like I'm just like, again, they already told me about Marco. They already have Raggedy Ann dolls here. Like I am like scared to drive home at this moment.
You really shouldn't have told us the name. I'm just putting that out there.
I didn't.
I'm gonna start so many games of Marco Polo.
Brandon said the name.
Oh, man. Marco Polo.
I said I'm going to wake up at like 4 in the morning,
The song
petrified
while
again
playing.
tonight, because I'm going to remember
That's
again
Mhm.
all about freaking Marco. I believe Marco is real.
And then you're gonna start seeing him.
I hope to God not. I've thought about that. I've had it where like that time I was like petrified where his name was just like playing in my head, and I'm like, Richard, you better stop saying his name in your head or he will appear. And once he appears, I got chills. You're done for. He's with you forever. But he's not my demon. I'm pretty sure Uncle's still alive. Uncle can keep him for a little bit. I'm okay with that. And then when Uncle passes, hopefully in the next 100 years, I will already be dead. I
Or
will be
hopefully he passes that down for you and then you
No, I'm pretty sure he's got kids. Generations, I ain't even part of the family. He can keep Marco. I'm like, I got
Maybe he just
chills.
wants to be friends and you're being rude.
True.
Yeah, that's what it's gonna
So
If y'all know
deserve it.
anything about me, I don't need new friends. Not ever have I ever needed a new friend. I'm okay. Sorry, Marks. Sorry, I'm not
You
your
have
dude.
nicknames and everything.
What?
You have nicknames and everything.
Marks.
You're welcome to me, Hannah. That wasn't an English sentence, but that's
So, Mr. Marco, please stay away from me. I just, again, I don't have a lot of experience with it, so when something does happen, I'm like, it intensifies for me. It's like the sun, it just like radiates this intense feeling, and I'm like, ugh.
Yeah, I almost wish I had more.
Demons?
Yes. Someone to talk to.
Someone to talk to.
This is my demon.
Oh.
Yeah, like if I could have my mom on the podcast, I'm sure she
I'm pretty sure she's on the line.
plenty of stories. But I mean, I'm probably gonna remember like 3 as soon as we stop.
Yeah, it's just like,
Uh,
man, I could have mentioned this.
Part 3.
Part 3, Halloween Part 3. We're coming out with an episode every day.
Part 75.
No, after this, it's strictly Turkey Day,
True.
which I think
That's
you'll
all.
have fun with.
I'm sure we will.
Because
We can start with
Native
decorations.
American.
Yikes.
Yikes. Happy Indigenous Peoples Day.
What was it, 2 years ago that my dad was making those jokes at Thanksgiving? I'm like,
Yeah.
Dad, please stop.
It's-
He's not even that close yet.
I don't offend easily.
True. True.
He was
You know,
really
I
trying
know.
to.
Yeah, what do you feel about people already starting to celebrate other holidays before, like celebrating Thanksgiving, celebrating Christmas already before Halloween's even happening?
Strongly
It
negative.
makes me so mad.
Yeah. I think with Halloween it's a little more like people are like, oh, you put a Christmas.
Careful. Oh, you put Christmas?
I think.
In my
It's my
opinion.
own. I was thinking stuff like Thanksgiving. If you put up your Christmas tree the day after you eat Thanksgiving lunch or dinner or whatever, that doesn't bother me. But if you start doing stuff past like Halloween, then it's like slow your roll.
Yeah.
Like let it.
You gotta
pass.
save room for the rolls.
Mhm.
So the fact that there's already Christmas decorations in stores right now?
Yeah.
No, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. Like, hey, some people don't have a lot of time, so like, look, I need to buy it now, or I'm gonna wait till the last minute. If you're putting it up though in your house,
No. Sorry, no.
Please
and
don't
then
take
if
over.
they were to wait till a certain time, like really close to the holidays after, and put it out, it'd be mass chaos. We're like, I don't have time to buy anything.
That's why everybody has Amazon.
True. I have learned to love Amazon.
You just need to get Prime.
Yeah, Jamie has Prime, so
Oh, there you go. Down in problem
she can
solving.
have the Primes. I won't have the Primes.
Have you ever gone? I don't know what the term is for it, but driving around neighborhoods looking at people's Halloween decorations.
Oh yeah, all the time.
Is there any? What?
There's a house in my neighborhood that looks freaking awesome every year. Like they outdo everybody.
Yeah. There's not too many because this is an apartment complex, but if you go like down the street, there's a bunch of houses that do a lot of these stuff. They already have a bunch of it up right now. And I remember when we were talking about living on base, like people went all out.
Oh
So
yeah.
I think living on base was a really cool experience for decorated houses, or for any holiday, but it's like specifically Halloween.
When we lived back home in my grandparents' neighborhood, there was this house that like always went all out on Halloween and on Christmas, but like mostly Halloween. And like we would just look at this house and be like, they must have doubled their electricity because
Yeah.
they had a big front yard, like a big front yard. They had decorations on every inch of that yard, all in the driveway, all on the roof, like full coverage of this house. So it would be like we would go trick-or-treating at my grandparents' house and we'd go like find all the good houses and
Yeah.
then we'd always sit there and just like stare at that house for like ever. And it would always be our favorite thing when we were leaving my grandparents' house, like, okay, now we gotta go see the light show before we leave. And we'd drive on by and look at all the scary decorations and it would be fun. It's one of my favorite Halloween memories.
Yeah, I love seeing other people getting so festive about it. It's just like, we're not the only
And
ones.
other people's bank accounts.
Oh,
Not mine.
true, true. It's like I saved up a whole year just to pay my electric bill this month.
Right. That's how I feel they must have, because they must have had a budget for that. It was like all day long they had that
It's
stuff
like, we
running.
gotta plan this. That AC better not be on at all this month.
Right.
The windows open.
You know, worked, it was New Jersey, just keep some blankets out.
Yeah, I'm sure.
That'd be hard to do here.
Yeah.
Better have some screens. All them bugs gonna get in.
Right.
All the bugs.
You ever see any decorated house that looks so real? Like with the signs like caution do not enter. Turns out it's a police crime scene.
It's like, no, someone was murdered here.
And you walk in and say, wow, that blood looks so real. This is a nice spot on the tour.
Wow, it feels weird too, and tastes
So authentic.
tastes real.
Right.
No.
That could be a thing. That should be a thing. You ever heard of a torture room?
Like
Like an escape room?
Oh,
Or a torture
okay.
room?
where they actually torture you?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there's some escape houses, like they're allowed to do whatever you want, and like you have to sign a contract, and it's like
That's just
Wherever?
we're
Like
allowed
stab
to
you
like
in the neck?
we're allowed to draw blood and like hit
Lock you in a
people and
cage, hit you with a bat.
stuff. Yeah,
It's an adrenaline rush.
yeah, but you like sign a million waivers.
Are
being
you
like,
allowed to do anything back?
Nope.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like,
I need to be on the other side of that. I'm like, oh, you guys hiring? I need to beat the crap out of them.
I'm a professional batter.
It's like I get to stab them and beat them with the bat
And
and
lock
lock
them
them
in
up
a
in a cage. What else can I
Yeah.
do? I get away with it? Oh, they signed a contract.
Yeah, I saw a Facebook ad for it. I was like, what the hell?
A Facebook ad? What are you searching?
Yo, NASA? Not
It's
NASA.
like,
What
we
did it
heard
say?
you were interested in
NASA.
getting the crap beat out of you.
Saturday. Yeah,
Had
right.
NASA shirt yesterday. Now everything's NASA.
True. Yeah, I did buy a
He had to
NASA
be
shirt.
hip and with the kids.
So, I'm hip with the kids. Hip with the hop.
A little late, but it's fine.
It's okay. I'll catch up.
Here's a good question. What would you do if you actually saw an apparition in real life?
I think I'd be frozen. Like you said, paralyzed. Like, want to run, but I'm like, is this real? But also like, is it a hologram?
Is it a hologram?
Right. It's like, I'd probably try to legitimize it logistically. And be like, okay, that's a hologram or lights or I took medicine.
Finally, someone to talk to.
Okay, just assume
That's
you.
how
Yeah.
I like to think
Or
about it.
us.
But I'm sure if I
Us
saw
together.
just like a dead ass spirit walking my way, you know, like very haunted
Shit
looking.
pants.
Yeah, just paralyzed, like, hi. And
Hi.
then I just like bite my head off.
Casey said that you'd probably assume it was us.
Yeah. Like I said, I would probably try to, you know, make sense of it first. And then when they're like, yo, I'm dead.
Yo, son, I just died just a couple days ago. That's why I'm
So
speaking
I'm
like
lost.
this.
You know how to get
I'm
highway?
dead.
Yeah.
It's like,
That'd be
look,
crazy.
my unfinished business is my mixtapes coming out. You can catch me on SoundCloud.
I love the Facebook posts that are like what the ghost would be nowadays, like what our generation would
Oh,
say, and
yeah.
just like ghost coming out, it's Britney, bitch. Like
It's Britney, bitch.
that's our
Like some Beetlejuice scaring
Just
people.
completely Vine references.
Right.
yes.
It's just so like it's like one of those ghost hunter videos. They have the
The recorder.
hello, are there any spirits here? Yeet!
Yeah, that'd be great. That'd be fun if that's how the afterlife works.
So, can I take a vacation from heaven? Yeah, where are you trying to go? Just
Back to Earth as a
just one
ghost.
time. Brandon says drinking a Modelo out of a can is with a straw is the most Richard thing I've ever seen.
He wasn't allowed to not use a straw. I would yell at him.
Do you
And we're
see
too
all
far
of
on
this
that.
going on here?
Yeah.
This took a lot of time and a lot of effort from her.
And a lot of sitting down.
It's probably what, an
Yeah, my
hour?
neck was broke for a
Really?
minute. I was like,
Oh damn.
Yeah, we started well before you got here.
Yeah. I
Like
was like,
9:30, I
that
think.
shit was
And,
fast.
I mean, you were dancing to Thriller.
I was.
I have a video of that.
You know when it
Repeated
starts,
parts,
you
that's
you can't not do the neck twitch.
Oh,
then
we
the
didn't get any pictures of you.
I
You're
got
supposed
this
to.
up. Yeah, you messed up, man.
And you know
Messed
the
up.
black around the eyes. I don't see how girls
that was
do
the
it
paint.
on a daily basis with all the makeup because that was tickling me, man.
Yeah,
I
I
was like,
can't.
I can't.
My eyes are hurting, and I only have green on me.
I will only do this.
You didn't
Have
even
it on your
put it
eyes?
around your eyes. That's just you, bro.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, my.
I think it's like a little on his eyelids, but.
Brandon said, "Yeah, major improvement on the face paint. Like compared to me doing face paint because I'm.
I
I'm
think he
not
just
good.
means an improvement on your face.
Oh. You know what? I'm not even gonna front because they had a video of me dancing as soon as my face paint was done, and I was like, "Dang, Richard, you looking kind of a little slender, a little." Maybe you should just die.
Contouring a jawline too.
True, right? I was like,
Just
she
pretend
was
you're
like,
like a huge 21 Pilots fan.
Get a face
And just paint your
tattoo.
neck black all the time.
oh yeah,
Okay, cool.
Be like, I'm blurry face.
no.
True.
You know, but when she was doing the face paint, I was like, she was doing underneath here, and I said, "Oh, you're gonna make it look like I don't got a double chin?" Word. Yeah, Brandon just said no compared to your face. Thanks.
For those of you watching on YouTube, let us know what your favorite Halloween traditions are. Have you ever met a spirit? Demonic spirit?
Yeah, I met a spirit. It was a good
Same
experience.
as Marco. And what are you gonna be for Halloween this year?
Yeah, what are you gonna be for Halloween this year? We all used to work together, and three of us still do work together. And for the week of Halloween, we are going to be doing, like face paints for everybody, trying to make it fun and festive. So Casey's been recruited to do everyone's face paint every day until then. So
That'd be good shit.
You got your days off?
Casey.
Question mark?
No, so it's
No,
only
at
Monday
this
through
week, no.
Thursday.
What's some of your favorite Halloween costumes you've ever had?
Ooh. I
know.
got drunk one day with Brandon, and
That's a good way
I
to
bought
say it.
a whole White Ranger Power Ranger costume off eBay, and I forgot I bought it, and then it came in like 2 weeks later, and I was like, "What the heck is in? What is in this box?" And I opened it up and went, "Oh, what?"
It's
It
a
was a
present from
It
myself.
was a whole White Ranger costume. That's probably my favorite one.
I was a goth Raggedy Ann one year.
Oh.
You were what?
A goth Raggedy Ann.
Yikes.
I took a red wig, like a red braided rag wig, and ragdoll. I sprayed some of it black and had it like black and red streaks, and I basically did this with my
Oh,
face. I'll have to show you pictures because it's really
Yo, grab that big old one out, and bring it over there though.
Okay.
I'm only telling you this because I know you're not going to believe me, but there are pictures. I was a Barbie princess for Halloween as a child.
Hell
Wow.
yeah! Barbie Princess Dream Castle Malibu.
By choice or
I think that's by choice, yeah.
Hey, over there. Keep it over there.
So this is the original Raggedy Ann doll.
That's probably the original
The
Raggedy Ann doll.
original. So innocent.
Just because your mom had it when she was a child doesn't mean it was made when she was a child. Just
My grandma made it, I think.
she made it.
I'm almost positive.
That's
My
even
grandma's
scary.
artsy.
Thank you for this gift, Grandma.
Yes.
Yeah, for those who
So
don't
much
know,
joy.
Annabelle, the original Annabelle from the movie Annabelle, was a Raggedy Ann doll, and the Warrens actually had it locked up in a glass container with like secret spells around it, so the demon spirit wouldn't get out.
Yeah, and it got broken into 2 weeks ago.
What?
Just kidding.
Goddamn better
Gotcha.
That's enough time for shipping, right?
I was like, first off,
It's feasible.
first off, I know we just did a
I forgot I ordered
podcast
that.
not that long ago. You're just not telling me this.
It's a surprise. I don't know if I have a favorite. I've been multiple things. Marley got me this Flash onesie for Christmas, I think. It was one of the times we went down to Georgia to visit family.
Yeah.
And it's comfortable. It portrays me a Flash. I almost bought an actual Flash, like full bodysuit, like the big muscle one, but I didn't.
Why not?
Those are kind of expensive.
And what's it from Etsy?
I don't think
No, Spirit Halloween had some.
it was like
Walmart had some.
160 or something.
Well, so they had the muscle suit, which was like 80, but then
Oh,
they had
yeah.
like the TV show, like leather full body suit.
It
That
looked
one was
real
like,
Spirit Halloween?
uh-huh.
Oh wow, they
Yeah, they didn't have it in the store, otherwise I would have bought it that day
Oh,
we went.
gotcha.
But, you know, I was a Naruto Uzumaki one year. I
You got a
was
shot, go back.
Heisenberg in the hazmat suit, and I wore it to work one day, and I work in a restaurant, right? And all the people who, like the customers, they're like, why are you dressed like that? I'm like, it's Halloween. But why a hazmat suit in a restaurant?
Oh, I thought it was
And
the best
Heisenberg.
thing. Yeah, I
Yeah.
thought it was the coolest thing when you showed up like that.
Didn't think
Yeah.
about
Is
it
that
like
why your
but
first
yeah.
Halloween with us, you came in your chef coat because you didn't want it to happen again?
Yeah.
No, the first Halloween he came over to Allen's right after
With
getting
the
hired
scream mask.
with
Yeah.
the scream mask.
I think
and
I was
didn't even
working
wear
there
it.
for 2 weeks or so, and then they're like, hey, the party's tonight, you're invited. I said,
I'm in the ends.
So
Yeah,
you were
I
just
thought
there sitting at the bar in his kitchen, and we were all like, "There's a person here in a mask. Not quite sure who it is."
This is how it
Yeah, I didn't have
starts.
any outfit, so I went to Walmart right when I got off work, and I didn't find anything, so I found the first thing that I
Did you
even...
got like black pants on? And
Yeah,
white
yeah,
shirt?
so I
black
put the mask
t-shirt.
on, I had black pants, a black shirt, and I wore a raincoat. And I just had it up for like the first like 30 minutes, and then I just like standing there just like, this is cool. And then I finally took it off, they're like, Aliyes? I was like, that's me.
That's your name, right?
Right.
New guy.
Yeah, so that was probably my worst costume I ever wore. So it wasn't really a
Yeah,
costume.
exactly.
No, the hazmat one I thought was
Yeah, I liked that one.
genius.
Yeah, it was great. And it, like I had the goatee before I had my actual goatee,
Oh yeah.
but
Maybe it was a year.
it kept falling
Oh
off.
true, I do remember that too actually. I
Well, I
do remember that
don't
goatee.
remember.
So that was a pretty cool one.
Was that year of
Which one?
my
the rat.
Snow White outfit, or was that the year after?
No, I think that was the year of the Snow White and your Prince Charming.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
I tried to leave that part
I
out.
think it was. I don't remember.
I think that was too.
I think so
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
the next year you were Sanderson.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then
Oh,
the
I think
year.
that was the year. I was something else in between. Oh, I was
No,
math
Crystal
in between.
Meth. Yeah, yeah. She
You were
dressed
who?
with Crystal Meth.
Crystal
Oh,
Meth.
Crystal
And I was
Meth.
Heisenberg.
Gotcha.
That was the same year.
Gotcha.
That was the year after.
Because you were just
I
you were
think so,
just Winifred Sanderson
Yeah.
Yeah, recently.
Like last year.
2
Or 2 years ago.
Halloweens ago.
What was I last year? Oh, I was the
Great
Corpse
question.
Bride.
Oh,
That's right. That's right.
So, we're dating ourselves via Halloween costumes.
What do you think about Tim Burton movies?
I like them.
They're spooky.
All the Tim
I came
Burtons.
to her party as Lydia last year, so
True.
Yeah, and I wish
We
I
were
could
the
have
Tim Burton.
appreciated that a little more now that I'm super into Beetlejuice.
Have you seen the movie?
welcome.
I've
You tried to
seen the
have me
movie
here
like
this year
years
when
ago, but
Casey
I never
was that
got
last
into
year.
it. But
No,
like
that's
I
what it
like
was.
musicals now,
Mm.
and when I heard it, I was like, okay, this is cool. Now I know like all the words or whatever. And now I can like really appreciate it. But
So when are you gonna start believing that I like cool things and you should listen to me?
next year.
Cool.
So you got two things. Let's
Okay.
get one more.
Scary is more like it.
Do you want to hold her?
I want her to be over there.
Hold it for just a minute. Just a
Yeah,
minute.
just an hour.
Marco, you're proud.
No.
Speaking of Marco, our sponsor is Squarespace. No kidding. What's our sponsor's name?
The Straws.
It's not a joke.
TC
Tuggers
Tuggers
from TC Tops. Just kidding. We're not sponsored yet. Just we're getting there.
Also,
Working
I'm
on
pretty sure that's copyrighted, so sorry.
Oh yeah, huh? Tim Robinson.
Yeah.
Lonely
That was
Island.
on his whole show.
That was a great show. We should get a show.
We should. That's what I'm saying,
What
man.
this
We need to find an
Well, it's a
animator.
podcast, but
You
then
will
also on
voice the
YouTube.
main character, and I will voice everyone else in the
Oh,
show.
no.
That's exactly how it needs to work out.
Well, Robin Williams
Robin Williams.
voices literally everything.
Does he?
Oh yeah,
Like in animated things?
like everything.
He did the genie.
And Aladdin.
He can do like every voice.
He can do Aladdin.
everywhere.
What's that one movie we just watched?
Mrs.
Doubtfire.
Doubtfire?
Yeah, Doubtfire.
Well, that was him Acting,
Well,
not voice acting.
I mean, voice acting is acting.
But he was doing voice acting in
In the
it.
movie, he was a voice actor as an actor.
Oh,
Yeah, he did. He did
Yeah.
do all the different voices.
Yeah.
Every time he got his makeup done. Speaking of dressing up, because he was dressing up in costumes. Drip drip in the coffee.
Yep.
2 cream, 1 sugar.
Oh, and another dash for you.
Yeah.
Um,
But if anyone wants to sponsor us to make our own TV show, just find us an animator and we will gladly lend the voice work.
yeah, I think I want to say I went as another Tim Burton character 1 year, but maybe I didn't.
You went
With
as
me?
a Tim Burton
No,
character
not
1 year at all?
I didn't.
I think I did a really bad Edward Scissorhands.
Did you?
Or no, it was Sweeney Todd. I did a Sweeney Todd.
Oh, okay. Well, I love Sweeney Todd. Also, did Tim Burton do Sweeney Todd?
Did he? Yeah, okay, I think so.
With that cast, I can't imagine he didn't.
I mean, seeing it. Is it ex-wife now?
Yeah, definitely.
Ex-wife now, but
Sweeney Todd's good.
she's in
that could go
everything.
I'll
Johnny Depp's in
steal
everything.
you,
Yeah.
Joanna. Now that I think about it, that's really creepy. Sounds like stealing somebody.
Especially because
It's
I
Tim
like
Burton.
didn't know the context when I first heard the music. Sounds like he's just standing outside somebody's window, like I'm gonna steal you. Like
Steal you,
you're going to be
girl.
mine.
Read
like
this in transcript style.
You ever been stolen before? She has, actually.
Twice.
She was stolen.
Yeah, that was a good movie. Edward Scissorhands. That's just your new job.
That's her new job. Is
she's very
You're
happy
hired.
with it.
no, not at all.
keep it
Again,
too.
this is like just a lot to deal with.
Are there anything that you two don't like as much as Richard doesn't like dolls? In terms of spooky, supernatural, and or non-believing?
I'm not really afraid of anything. Like horror movies don't bother me. I get a little creeped out immediately after watching a paranormal thing. Like I just watched Paranormal Activity, but the only thing
The
that
first
really,
one?
yes,
How
like
does
2
it-
months ago.
Oh wow. Well, you
Yeah,
got,
I'm
like,
really
9 more to
behind
catch
on
up
it.
on.
I know.
Don't watch more than 3. The
Yeah,
rest of them are just like money grabs.
I'm wigged out by body horror, like people crawling on walls and like
Okay, I
upside
can see
down
that.
and stuff.
Oh
that,
my gosh.
Yeah.
that bugs me a lot.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
Their head
the one.
twisted.
That's the one.
Yeah.
Actually
Oh,
afraid of things. I'm not really afraid of anything.
Yeah,
like
that's
that.
I
Like spiders,
can- I
clowns,
agree with
no.
that. My mom is terrified of spiders, so anytime we see one, we throw it at her. You know.
Yeah,
Nice.
I'm not too particular on clowns. I'm not really scared of clowns, but the movie It, or the miniseries, really creeped me out as a kid. But, you know, he was more like, you know, a demon
Murderer.
anyways.
True.
So, can we put her somewhere else?
You asked me to bring her out. She was happy in the
Put it
room.
over, bring her over
She
there
was
so she
happy
could be,
laying
so
down,
she could be in the
resting.
shot. That's all I wanted, was for her to be in the shot. She can go back resting. Good night.
Then bring her back resting.
You can. You can legs.
Make the
broken.
women do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Controversy.
You're canceled now. Good job.
I'm canceled? Well, I'm not going to do it. So what is the other option? The other 3 women here.
Or she stays.
She
Rude.
says. Now you solved his whole life goal. Now you're a ghost.
Well,
Now
bye.
it's your girlfriend.
What's
Problem
up,
solved.
sweetie? No, you know, I'm just like, it's a lot.
What were you gonna say? I know what it is, but you want to tell everyone
The
else?
episode of Flash.
Yeah, there was an episode of The Flash in season 5.
I hate it, I hate it.
5 or 6, where one of the guys' meta abilities was that he's like what was the
Exorcism kind of stretch
yeah.
So like Constantine?
nonsense.
No. So
He like was
He's
could
like-
go through like the vents, like was game, like could stretch through vents and,
and then
then
he
come
he's
in
could
like.
fit himself in like a crate. Like
Oh,
this
I
small.
hated it.
Like there's a
He
word
put
for it.
himself
It's
in a
like
box
people
and
in
then he
search
could,
of
like
Contortionist?
Yeah, he was
stretch out and like
contortionist.
put his head
But,
back and
like,
like,
extremely.
ooh, I
So-
hate
Sounds
it.
like
The
exactly
only reason I
the
know
thing
that
I
is there's a
like.
band I like called
I'd
The
show you, but it's
Contortionist.
really awful. And he's wearing this mask.
Yeah. it's
How do
like
you
a
describe
skin
that mask?
It's
It's almost like a mind
Man,
mask,
you got me messed
but
up.
like
Y'all said an exorcist? I'm like, what? He's just exorcising demons out of here?
should have.
No,
I
he's-
was,
it was
I
rough.
could
I can-
not watch the episode with like
Yeah, it was rough.
without having to look away every 5
And it wasn't
seconds.
even a scary episode. It's just he has
Yeah,
a weird,
it just
weird
freaks
ability.
me out.
Yeah.
I didn't even know it was like that.
You know what really
Messed
freaks
up.
me out?
Heights.
This doll. Also heights. Yeah, heights
Yeah.
are pretty scary.
I don't know. I never time it was an experience for me.
I love
If I put her in your lap, are you just gonna get up and leave?
Call
I
of the void.
My keys are right there. My keys.
Raising the
You know the
Dalmatian
outro, right?
was a very vicious
Yeah.
dog and just tore off its legs.
Okay.
That's weird.
He was dragging it around.
We also have to take a thumbnail picture.
Sure, that'd be good.
Y'all gonna hold up that doll? Not towards me.
You had to
Maybe
hold
like
it.
give it to
I
me,
think
or-
you should hold her.
Yeah,
I'm gonna do the
no.
outro real quick, then we take some pictures. Facebook Live for
Go on.
You're not gonna finish the cover of your station.
I don't know what we're talking about, just say.
Fair enough.
Alright, that's gonna be it for this episode of the Paperback Club podcast. This is episode number 13.
Unlucky 13. Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween Part 2. Thank you, Casey and Marley, for being on our episode as our Halloween guest.
And for the makeup artist.
Oh,
Did you
yeah.
do it on purpose to have it be posted on a Friday, the 13th?
No, it's on a Thursday.
Don't
We're
you
gonna
post
upload
on
this
Friday?
episode
But
on-
Halloween is on.
But you
Halloween.
post your episodes on a Friday.
But we're doing a Halloween special.
Yeah,
so
but
the
this one's
13th
gonna-
episode's on. They don't appreciate it. It's fine.
This one's gonna be on a Thursday though because it's on Halloween. And Halloween's on Thursday.
Thanks again for watching. Check the description for links to all of our social media as well as our Patreon.
Right down below.
If you feel so inclined to. Talk to us in the comment section. Let us know what you are doing for Halloween, what you're going to be going as, any spooky experiences you've ever had or want to have.
And what candy you're looking forward to eating this Halloween.
Reese's.
Definitely all the
That's
Reese's.
good. All right, thanks for watching and or listening, and have a good Halloween.
Ah!
I'm a little worried about that. Fuck, my eyes are burning.